Hi, I'm Liam. I'm going to show you how easy it is to price legal matters using May. So you go onto May, you create a new pricing estimate. It will ask you what you want to price. Here we're going to price litigation. It will ask you if they're a current client. If they are, you can bring through their rates and you can do pricing analytics. It will ask you if you've set up a client code. If you have, you can track the budget. There are multiple different types of pricing methodologies here, but the one I'm going to show you is the data-driven and phase-based approach, right? So the first thing we want to do is find similar matters. We want to see if we want to choose which phases we actually want to price. If we want to get rid of some, we can press edit, we can get rid of some. Now I want to set a scope. I can go and find all kinds of things to filter down on and scope my matter with. I can go and apply some of these, apply the filters, it will find my similar matters. I can then have a look, see if my matter is similar and how it is similar. I can read a bit about it, I can understand the phase breakdown, I can see case highlights such as who we represented and how many counterparties there were. If I believe this to be similar, then I can add it to my bucket of similar matters, and I do this phase-wise. If this is similar in disclosure and witness statements, then I can add it to my disclosure and witness statements buckets. Once I've added enough, I proceed and I come up with a cost estimate. It is applying some mathematical rules in the background. It is telling me, hey, look, for across those similar matters in pre-action, generally these are the roles you use, and this was the distribution of hours between them. Here are all of your unit costs, etc. This is our first estimate. I can swap the staff member to an individual or something a little bit broader, but not specific to an individual, such as Hong Kong tax partner. I can also choose Gordon Bishop, an individual. I do that. I want to actually see if my pre-action phase is a reliable estimate. I can see how that compares with all of the similar matters I chose in terms of cost and effort. This one, for instance, is similar to Barton Industries. I can see my cost per hour, my leverage. I can see how my role contributions compare. I can see which officers are involved. I can see which practices are involved, right? I can cost in any currency, and essentially the effort multiplied by the unit cost is the cost for the person. The sum of all of the costs is the cost for the phase. The sum of all of the phases is the cost for the matter. This is how much it costs you, the firm. By the way, if I want to add a second partner, I can just add a new one here. If I want to split it out, because I need a corporate M&A partner and a tax partner. Once I've filled it all out, then I can see the entire matter, right? I can see how much it is costing me. I can see the phase breakdown. I can see the leverage for the matter and how all of the roles are split. Again, I can see office and practice information here too. I can also add vendor costs if I want to. And so if I want to go and bill out some e-disclosure software license or some advocacy, I can do that. Right, now I understand what the cost is, I can move forward and I can price this thing up. I get some quick fill options. I can fill it with standard rates or industry rates or client rates or matter rates. I can apply a discount or I can apply a margin. I can also go cell-wise and insert any of these things. If I want to insert a price, then it will also insert the discount and profit and margin for me automatically. I'm going to go and fill all of this out, and then it will build up a price for me. So here, we already worked out our cost. It was 1.02 million. Now I also know my price, 1.58. That gives me an expected profit of 558 with an expected margin of 35% and an expected discount of 23%. Right, now I have a phase-wise fixed price cost estimate. It doesn't stop here though. I can keep moving forward and I can actually add different fee arrangements here, right? And so that was my fixed fee phase wise, but I can also add, for instance, contingency fees, right? If I want to go and offer a client a deal, for instance, a £900,000 base fee, but I know that the expected reward is 10 million and I can get 15% of that, well, then maybe I expose myself 102,000 for a 1.3 million pound extra winning for or extra revenue for the company, right? And a much higher margin. I can also add other contingency scenarios if I wanted to model that. I can add success fees and I can add retainers, right? Now, what else can I do? I can export this as a CSV, so I can do further modeling in Excel if I want to. I can export it as a internally facing PDF, so I can share it with authorizers. I can also export it as a client-facing PDF with your own company branding on it, so that you can share it with them as kind of a pre-pitch. Does this price work for you? Now I've got to the end of that, I can also create a new scenario to see if, for instance, like a low cost center would give me a better profitability for the same outcome. And I can compare all of my scenarios. Here we've got, potentially 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe with a new scenario, I've got another 4, that's 8. I can compare all of those in one place. I can also do a couple of things. Imagine I'm a partner, I've gone through all of this myself. I can go and share it with my pricing team, right? Equally, if I'm the pricing team, I can go share it with a partner. Maybe I am the pricing team and the partner, and we need to go and share it with an authorizer, right? So we can bring anybody onto here that we want to. We can also add notes and see what people have been doing on it, right? And so I can add notes and assumptions down here, and I can see if somebody has changed something over here, right? And so that is a very, very quick demo of how you can create a reliable and data-driven price estimate very easily with me. Thank you very much.